He looked at his own hands. They were shaking. His brother's body lay on the ground, motionless. Blood soaked the dry earth for the first time in human history. And it all began because of an offering. I saw everything. I was there. You already know my name, but today that doesn't matter. What matters is what happened when two brothers, sons of the first humans, were divided forever. A story of jealousy, pride, and the first death the world had ever seen. Stay with me until the end, because what happens to Cain afterward, no one expects. Cain and Abel were completely different. Abel woke up early, cared for the flock, and lived with quiet devotion. Cain complained. He thought it was unfair to sweat over the ground every single day. But the day of offerings came, and that's when everything fell apart. Abel brought a lamb. Cain brought fruit. Abel said, "Brother, Father taught us that the offering must be blood." Cain replied, "I give from the heart. That is enough." Then fire fell from heaven. It consumed Abel's lamb. Cain's offering was untouched. I was sent to speak with him. I said, "Cain, if you do what is right, the Lord will accept you. Be careful with your feelings. They can take control of your mind." Do you know what he answered? He muttered softly, eyes fixed on the ground, "The Lord wants a blood sacrifice, then he shall have it." That sentence froze everything. Days later, the two were alone in the field. The argument returned, stronger, more violent, and in a moment of blind rage, Cain picked up a stone. Abel fell, and the world was never the same again. As he fled, he heard a voice, "Cain, where is Abel?" He answered, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God already knew, and he declared, "You will carry this guilt as long as you live." Adam and Eve found the body. They embraced their son and cried, "Lord, why? It is our fault." That scene would repeat itself millions of times on this planet. But the story did not end there. Generations later, a different man arose. In a world completely corrupted, where no one cared about God anymore, Enoch climbed a mountain and he prayed, and I was sent to meet him. Enoch preached for centuries in a world that laughed in his face. They called him mad, delusional. But on the final day of his ministry, something happened in the square. A powerful wind, sudden silence, and before everyone who mocked him, Enoch was transformed. His face shone, and he ascended. He disappeared into the blue sky while the crowd stared upward in disbelief. The first human to enter the holy city, not because he was perfect, but because he walked with God when no one else would. This is the story no history book teaches. If you want to continue, the next episode is right here. I'll see you there.